ago, someone delivered me a really punchy home truth. I don't know if this has ever happened to you before. It's one of those jaw hitting the floor kinds of moments. She was a very senior yoga teacher, and I'd just done a whole weekend of training with her. And at the end, she looked at me and she said, "Lizzy, I think your whole life has been some kind of endurance race." And oh my God, she was entirely right. I realized in that moment that I'd been living my life according to like the laws of inertia, which is basically start doing something, carry on doing it, and don't stop. I'd started out when I was a teenager as a rower. And despite injuring almost every single part of my body, despite the volume of training that I was doing taking such a toll on my body that I actually had to have 9 months off at one point, did I stop? Did I help? I didn't stop, I just kept going. And the same happened when I started to get into a career. I actually became a copywriter. I didn't care at all about advertising, and I trudged into work every day for years like it was some kind of endurance test. Did I stop? Did I help? And so when she told this to me, I knew she was right. She really had hit the nail on the head. But that left me with a massive question. What was I going to do with this information? How could I stop living my life this way when I've been living my life this way for 30 years? What other kind of ways were there to live my life? How would I even start to be doing that? Now, as a coach and having read like 57,000 personal development books in the last few months, anyone else? I came up with a plan, a very specific plan, and it was to do absolutely nothing. I decided that I was actually going to sit back and I was going to trust that an answer would present itself. And I didn't have to wait long. In less than a week, I was the completely unexpected owner. I became the most completely unexpected owner of an absolutely enormous, incredibly handsome black dog called Bruce. And life changed immediately in lots of ways, but I just want to tell you about one this evening. But before I do that, I have to make a little bit of a confession. Now, you know when you're like an entrepreneur or you're in the world of personal development, mornings are a big thing, right? You have to have a morning routine. Who has a morning routine? Who's trying to stick to it? Yeah, like half of you, exactly. Now, I want to confess that by the time Bruce arrived in my life, my morning routine had pretty much gone to I was getting up at about 7 a.m. I'd start my day overwhelmed already. I do what I've been trained to do my entire life through my career, which was sit down at the computer and work. So I did that, and I would find myself there sometimes still at like 3 p.m. in the afternoon in my pajamas. And this all completely changed as soon as Bruce arrived. And I'd start to walk him in the morning, my first hour of every day, after Bruce o'clock, being woken up at Bruce o'clock, which is 5:45 a.m. I don't know why, 5:45 a.m., this is when we wake up now. We go for a long walk. And I don't speak dog, but I know what's going through his head when we walk, and I want to do a little demonstration for you. So it goes a bit like this. This is awesome. Have you seen this grass? Oh my God, this grass is amazing and it smells so good. Oh my God, but it does not smell as good as this park bench. You should smell this park bench. I'm just going to pee up it quickly, and then we're going to talk about the ball that you've got in your pocket. I know you've got a ball in your pocket. I saw you put it there. Give me the ball. 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 No, wait. I just saw a squirrel. This is what goes through his head. And pretty soon, after a few days of this, I started to do the same thing. I would leave my phone in the car, I would walk, I would look at whatever was around me. I'd really listen to what was around me, the birds. It all sounds very bucolic, and it is. And I smell that lovely mulchy smell of the woods. And quite soon, I came to starting my days thinking, isn't this awesome? And suddenly, life wasn't an endurance anymore. And I want to say that whatever you start your day doing, whether it's the meditation, the yoga, whether it's looking yourself in the mirror and doing your affirmations, like whatever it is that you choose to do as part of your morning routine, it doesn't matter that much what it is. What matters is the spirit that you bring to it. What matters in your morning is that you do something, anything, that makes you feel that this is awesome. Thank you very much.
Okay, we're going to mix it up a little now. Deborah, would you like to go first?
Yeah. Well done, Lizzie.
Thank you.
First time I've heard you speak. I think you've got a really pleasant manner. I think you've got a great voice. You present well. You're you. And straight away I can see you're just a little bit mad. And we all love that. I think it'd be great if you could slow down from time to time, because I found it hard to keep up with you. And I was like, oh my God, I'm exhausted. And at the end, you slowed down really nice for dramatic effect. And I really loved that. A stretch, I don't really know. I think you just need to, again, it's so difficult with the timing, but you know what time you've got, right? So you've just got to get on with it. So I just think you need to watch your pacing, and certainly part way through, I'm wandering off a bit. So you just need to be aware it's got to be punchy all the way through, because you've definitely got the ability to do that. You deliver really well, and your story was fab. I loved it, because I've got a dog too, and I agree. It's exactly like that, yeah. So well done, I loved it.
Okay, so just adding to that, well done. I always love watching you present. So just some stretches, play with the tonality, building or going a bit more into the auditory side of things. Pause, I've got pause here as well. The other thing is enroll us more, like who here has dogs, who can relate. And the slight twist I would have done is, before telling I can speak dog. I'm going to translate what my dog says every morning. So it's like, I've learned this.
Yeah.
Yeah, so just you could have played with that a little bit more. But that's it really. I think again, because you're so high up here, I think your stretch is to bring it down here and there.
Sometimes,
I don't want to change
I
it
agree.
too much. But just here and there, or just to pause, or just enroll us who here loves dogs, who here hates dogs, whatever. Get us involved and pull us with you. But it's brilliant. I just love watching you present.
I also think you could take that theme and make it into a really decent speech.
Yeah.
Because nobody out there is doing that. Most people can relate to dogs, and the way you acted is fab.
Yeah.
And it takes you long, because I know my dog's like that, and I'm a bit like it in the morning too, So I think that's you could really pad that out and make a proper speech out of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Awesome, that's a great suggestion. Thank you.
You're a great storyteller. It's like the third time, your grandfather, you did the grandfather speak before. It's completely
you've seen me
different.
speak quite a lot,
You are so fantastic at finding stories that have this purpose and this meaning, which is fantastic. My thing was slow down, totally, because I really wanted to feel the craziness of your dog, but your pace was actually more or less the same the whole way through. Okay. Your movement shifted. The beginning part, the intro to the lady and the endurance, you could probably halve that and snap that into a few sentences, and then with that, you can slow the pace down. And then when you do dog in whatever manner you do, we're going to feel
do
it
a bit
even
more of it.
Yeah. Because it was really good fun.
Yeah.
It was really good fun. But I just can't wait to see where you go with your stories and how you teach people through them, because that's clearly one of your big talents in your speaking. So keep doing it.
Awesome. Thank you so much.